Hey guys, welcome back. It's Deb with Triple L. And today, guys, what I want to do first and foremost is to say thank you. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you've given me for my channel that I have here. And no, we don't claim to be the experts in the kitchen, but we all do claim to have a lot of love and laughter when we're cooking in the kitchen. And it's just everyday cooking from us, just with you all joining us. All right? So we want you all to continue to join us. And like I said, it's probably just everyday cooking. We're just adding a little pop to it sometimes. And sometimes it's just plain and simple. Okay? So then you come on with us. Today, we've got some salmon. Let's get to it. All right, guys. So our vegetables are already washed. So remember, not only wash your hands when we're in the kitchen, okay? But I've already washed my vegetables in here. I've got tomatoes. I've got some cucumbers. My tomatoes is right over here. Okay, and I have some cucumbers here, and I have some melon. All right, we got some melon over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. And cut up my cucumbers first, and then we're just gonna cut up the melon. And of course, the tomatoes, we can either cut them in half or we can leave them whole. I may cut them in half so I have a little bit more acid and stuff in it too. But these are not the grape tomatoes that I normally use. You can just look right here. Okay, there's some kind of sweet tomatoes, but I ate some, of course. They're not that sweet. Got a little tart taste to it. But remember, guys, we're going to go ahead and use some of the vinaigrette and stuff that I'm going to make to go on it. But right now, let's go ahead and cut our cucumbers up. And one, I ate some, guys. So you see that one has disappeared. Remember, we're at home in the kitchen. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and peel some of this off. And the reason why we're not going to finish this yet, guys, and I'm going to stop saying guys, I'm going to say folks. You know, we're from the South. And someone told me, too, sometimes there's a controversy when you say guys. Some people think of the gender thing. Not the agenda, but the gender. So I'm going to start saying folks. And y'all leave a comment and let me know how you feel about that. I'm just so used to saying guys, but I don't want to think that I'm talking to one set. So I'm gonna get out of the habit and start saying folks, because you know, to me, I'm just saying love of all people. So I'm just gonna say, hey folks. We're from the South anyway. It's a Southern thing. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna cut the cucumbers up. When I finish cutting up the cucumbers, guys, I'm gonna place them over in the colander in the sink, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little salt on them, and I'm gonna let them sit for about 15 minutes. Yeah, that takes a little bit of the tart out of it, because I have the melon in here too. Okay, so I'm just slicing up my cucumbers on. And I know I said guys again, but it's going to take me a minute, folks. All right, and we're back, folks. So we're back, folks. Now I have two salmon. Remember, we do locale as well. So I'm going to put pretty much the same thing on the salmon, except for one of them. I'm not going to put the butter on there, and I'm not going to use the seasonal, and I'm not going to use the garlic salt. Okay, so it's just going to be like some garlic pepper. I'm going to have some garlic pepper. I've got some minced garlic. And not the cinnamon, that was for dinner. Those sweet potatoes we had. A little paprika. I'm gonna have the lemon butter together. It's a little mixture. Garlic salt and some seasoning. This is one of the things one of my girls like. And the other one, like I said, since we're doing the locale, so we're just gonna use the lemon and the garlic and the garlic pepper. All right. So let's go ahead and get some of this stuff in. I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle. Now, I just have to remind myself a lot of times, guys, not to sprinkle one if I'm sprinkling the other. Okay. So we're going to sprinkle some seasoning on this one. Okay, I'm going to put a little garlic salt on it. And she's going to have some paprika on hers. And there's nothing wrong with everybody pretty much doing the same thing. Garlic salt. Okay. And I'm going to put a little lemon butter on that one there. The first one, the one we're working on now. Let me just get this mixed up. I melted some butter while we was talking. Ooh, I'm splatting it everywhere. While we was talking, it was condensed, but it's starting back to foam up again. So let me just put a little chill to this, guys. I mean, a little heat to this and get a little liquid, okay? Okay, folks. So it didn't take me but a second, okay? Now I'm going to add a little lemon juice to it. About 2 tablespoons lemon juice. Get that stirred up a little bit more, folks. I'm going to keep saying that the whole time, okay? So let's go ahead and, yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to put the mixed garlic on it. I told you you'll start getting confusing after a while. I'm going to continue on the same one. I'm just going to scoop out a little bit of the butter so it won't be all on the floor. Because once we start pouring it, it's just going to run off everywhere. So this way we're just going to scoop it on. Or you can use your brush if you like. And you can just, you know, paint it on if you're on a grill. And guys, remember, you know, you can put this on the grill. And you'll love it on the grill. Just so happen I don't have a grill. So we're going to do ours in the oven. Yeah, I'm going to get a grill soon. Just haven't gotten one right now. Okay, so now, oh, and I forgot to put a little garlic pepper on that one too, guys. It's okay, we can put some on in there. Okay, okay, now, this one is for, okay, now that's for one person. And I have a little potatoes, guys, that I had boiled earlier. And I'm going to put her some of the potatoes on this one here. And we're going to add some of the garlic butter. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of that on these potatoes here. Okay. I'm going to drop that in the sink. Okay, and so for the other salmon that I have here, I'm going to use the broccoli for that one. Okay, so now this salmon here, guys, we're going to go ahead and just put some garlic pepper. I know, don't be counting how many times I say guys. I'm not going to be able to concentrate trying to remind myself not to say it. Folks, I'm going to put a little garlic pepper on this one. Okay. Okay. And we're going to use some minced garlic. We might need to get a little bit more. What you think? I had some whole garlic, but this is so much easier, y'all. Going to do a little lemon juice. I'll put it on my spoon that way so it won't run out everywhere. And the garlic is still in the spoon, which is fine. And guys, like I said, if you have the grill, it will taste absolutely delicious on the grill. All right, babes. I'm going to take that back over there, and I'm going to add just the broccoli that I boiled today. Here. Let's give her a little bit of this. Okay. All right. Just gonna put a little lemon juice on that. Okay. All right, and there we have it. We have both of the salmons that's ready to go in the oven, guys. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a fold. Okay. Now I'm just now getting ready to turn my oven on. If you remember in one of the other videos, we talked about me turning the oven on and not preheating. Well, I didn't turn it on this time because I didn't want to preheat it. And the reason for it is because I find that every time I turn the oven on, just before I'm getting ready to start cooking it, it always give it a little bit of a crisp. So I just want to have a little crisp on the top of the meat. So I just turned the oven on. So no, I did not preheat it. I just turned the oven on. I'm putting it on 330 degrees. Okay. I'm going to put it on 330 degrees for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to raise it up to about 350 for about maybe 10 minutes. Yep, we're going to cook it pretty long. All right, folks. So we're back over here with the salad. Okay, now, do you guys remember on Sundays when we used to have like the cucumber, onions, and the sliced tomatoes with vinegar with pepper on it? That's how I really started tasting it, because they had the pepper on it. Well, this is going to be similar to it, but we're going to leave out the onions. We're going to add some melon, and this is not going to be the sliced tomatoes. This is the whole, like I said, these are not the grape tomatoes. It's like the sweet tomatoes, but it'll have a little tartness to them. Now, while my cucumbers are still sitting, remember we put the salt on them, just try to take some of the tartness out. We're going to use a little bit of the parsley that we have here. Okay. But if you have parsley flakes, that'll be great. I don't have any parsley flakes. So I'm going to go ahead and put some parsley in my mixer that I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the mixture that we have here, guys, we're going to have some lemon juice. We're going to have a lot of olive oil. We're going to have some vinegar. Now, this is a red wine vinegar. It's like $1.79. And we don't use vinegar that much, but a cooking vinegar, that's the reason why I got it. So it's a red wine vinegar, and I got a little Dijon mustard. We use for other things too. So pretty much everything we have here, we use for other things as well. And I have some ice cold water. You see I've got ice sitting in it as well, just to keep it chill a little bit so we can get it stirred up. All right. So you want to make the mixture first? All right, then let's do that then. Okay. So I'm going to pour some of the ice out because they just want the water. Red wine vinegar. Or well, we can use the vinegar. Let's use the sugar and go ahead and get that stirred up first, okay? That salmon has got me going, y'all. Trying to remember all I did in that salmon. So go ahead and use that sugar. And we might not need a whole cup there. 2 cups we don't need. Let's get some of this stirred up. So now let's go ahead. And we're going to add some of that. Let's add a little bit of the olive oil. I'm going to do 1, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to do about 1 tablespoon of the red wine vinegar. Yeah, we could have just took the top off, guys, too. Yeah. And the vinegar is pretty powerful, so we just want to ease on that. And let's do a little bit of lemon juice. Tablespoon of lemon juice. I can smell the vinegar already, guys. Okay. All right. And I'm going to add a little mustard to it in just a sec. Let's go ahead and get this stirred up. I'm going to add just a little tab of the mustard. It's like a half a tablespoon of mustard. And we're going to add some pepper too. As I say, and you know I got some pepper to the taste. Okay. Now, sometimes people like the rinds just to, you know, make it look cute in the bowl. I don't want the rind. And we're just gonna take and, this little piece there, and let's try to cube it up. Okay. Just gonna cut them in cubes. And we got another little seed here. Pour off. That's a small piece. So we're going to eat that. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to slice up the tomatoes some. Because they have a little tartness to it. And we pour the little dressing we made over top of it. We just wanted to soak in there some. So they won't be as tart tasting. Now I'm going to take the rest of the cantaloupe, and I'm just going to slice it up and put it in a container, and they can just, you know, eat that, you know, throughout the day or tomorrow or whenever. I'm not going to use it anymore. It's not going to be a large batch. Just enough for us to have a little bit for dinner, and that's it. And remember the parsley over here. Come on this way, guys. The parsley, I'm going to cut a little bit of this up and put it inside of the vinaigrette that we have. And because we need the flakes, so I'm going to add it in the vinaigrette, okay? You can use it. You don't have to use it. That's totally up to you. You can put some mint in it. You can put some chives. Mint, chives, and the parsley. I think those 3 are pretty much the ones I have used before. But I don't have mint, so I'm just going to do the parsley. And, yeah. So as we go, we'll put that in there, okay? Okay, at our 15-minute mark, this is what it looks like, okay? But you see, it still has that little pinkness around there, and it's perfectly fine. Some people like this, they still have the little pink on it. But I know that my folks don't. Okay, so I'm going to give it about maybe 5-10 more minutes, and then I'm going to crank it up and put a crust on it, okay? So I'm going to get about 5 or 10 more minutes. And no, I didn't want to preheat it. I still wanted it to be just like this, okay? I just got a little bit of parsley here. It's fresh parsley. I'm just going to chop it up. I know I need to get a better knife too, right? I'm just going to go ahead and chop some of this up too. It's been 15 minutes for the cucumbers, so I'm just going to rinse them off, rinse the salt and stuff off. I have them in the colander. Okay. If you want to cube these down a little bit more, you're more than welcome to do that too. And if you want to cube them up to look a little smaller, you know, so they don't look like they're taking over the salad, you can. But we're just going to give it a little toss around. Let's use our hand. And we just finished washing our hands, guys, again. Remember, we've got to practice keeping our hands and stuff clean and wash. Oh, that one almost got away. Okay. All right. Alrighty. All right, we're going to give another stir. And then we're going to pour it over the salad. Okay. Now we can either pour or we can scoop. Let's just go ahead and pour it. Be okay. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And we'll get a spoon just to mix them around a little bit. Yeah. And it's enough juice in here for the dressing. All you have to do is just push them in. Alright. We're going to go ahead and let that soak for a minute, guys, and chill in the refrigerator, and we're going to check on our salmon. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm just pulling this off. You see it's got a flake to it in there? See the little flake? Okay. Alright. Alright. So that's the way they like theirs, with a little flake to it. So I'm going to crank it up to about 350 now. And I'm going to let it stay in there for about 5 minutes. And she should be right. And there you have it, folks. Don't it look delicious? So remember, the one here, okay, this was the one we did with the low-carb. We just did, remember, the lemon and the garlic and a little garlic pepper and a little bit of broccoli there. And then one over here, we put all the spices on there, even the butter and lemon sauce with a little bit of potatoes there. And then we have here, we have some of the salad, and we made a little vinaigrette with the lemon, vinegar, and you can watch the video. Y'all can see what it is. And we just made a little bit of salad. If you want to pour some of the juice off, guys, it's perfectly fine. You don't want it to be too soggy if you're going to have some left over for another day. Just let it sit in the fridge for a little while. It'll absorb everything. All right, guys, and there you have it. And it's time for me to go because I've got to get back in here and got something else spiced up for you, okay, for the next time. All right, guys. So until then, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment that you like. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for everything. It's Deb with the Triple L. It's all about love, life, and living.